What is up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Monday, backyard prospecting. What's happening, everybody? Who do we got here tonight? You guys are already all heavy in the house, hanging out. Ted Sharp, Carl Ordway, Bob Fitch. What else we got? Josh Ortiz, Ryan Nelson, finally getting to tune in. Awesome, brother. Glad you were able to catch us. Blake, Scoopcom Goldcamp. What's happening? Good to have you tuning in, man. Love your pay dirt. It's good stuff. Aaron Ordway, what's happening? Josh Brickner, digging it. What's up, brother? Chris W. What else we got here? I think I got everybody. Everybody so far, anyways. What is happening? Man, I almost forgot to tune in. I had this whole setup I was gonna do where I was gonna like blow smoke and make a funny comment, and I kept packing a bowl to get ready to do that. But my stupid ass, every time I packed it, I would light it. I was like, oh wait, no, I gotta save it. After the third time, I just gave up. I was like, this just isn't gonna work. I can't pack the thing and leave it there and just put it away. But we're doing good. Who else we got here? Benzo? What's happening, Benzo? Glad to have you tuning in. Derek, what's happening? Happy Monday. My Monday's going pretty good. Super stoked. My wife brought home some, she went to the Costco, right? You know, the big box has everything in bulk. Ironically, they don't have any prospecting anything there. No pay dirt, no gear, no sluices, no trommels, no gold cubes. Costco is really missing the market on bulk anything for us prospectors. They should get on that. But wifey, she went and got, and she finally found some nitrile gloves. And I know this is a weird thing to be excited about having, but I've been rocking the vinyl gloves for the last couple weeks, and man, those things, they tear just putting them on, right? You put them on, you tug them on because you want them to be nice and snug, and you want to try to roll out the sleeve as much as you can, and you start doing that, and it rips it. You're just like, God damn it, I got to start over. So I finally got some nitrile gloves, and these things are hard as hell to find, man. Or, well, they're not so much hard as hell to find, but they're expensive now. You know, you could used to get a bag of these things, or a box of these things, for like 12 bucks. Not too bad, right? You know, 50 pair, 100 pair, 12 bucks, you're good. But, man, lately, these things have gotten expensive, ridiculous. How's this even open? Oh, okay. See, this one's got this weird little trick opening where you're supposed to open this part, and then I guess maybe they're folded a certain way. And then when you get through those, then you pop this part open, and it unlocks a secret layer of another set of gloves, or another set of gloves. There we go. Exciting. Right, the price on them just, it went through the roof. No, it's true. I am aggressive with those gloves, but I need not little bitch gloves. I want to get them on securely, right? So these nitrile gloves, they're strong. They got, the nice thing is they got the little texture fingers, so you can like touch stuff. Yeah, no, Harbor Freight, same thing. All their price on nitrile gloves, if they even have them on the shelf, they're all through the roof now too. You just can't get a good deal on them. Oh, look at that. You could stretch that out. The vinyl one would have ripped halfway there, man. I could do surgery right now. I'm ready to go. And these things will last longer too. That was the problem I had with the vinyl gloves, is you'd use them for a couple seconds, you touch anything strong, and it would rip right through them. Well, I'm using them a lot for working resin casting and stuff. And you don't want all that epoxy and shit all over your fingers and shit. So you wear gloves, right? But the vinyl gloves, they would just wear through. I'd be going through like 5, 7 pair just in a couple hours of working with the resin. Yeah, you're gonna have a good time with that Miners Depot. That's some good dirt. I've not appreciated their gold or their dirt, and the gold you find in their dirt. Who, me scared? I fear no dirt. What's going on, GS? Good to see you. I don't know why I wear it. Just because I don't want to get my hands all funky and then have to wash them 100 times before I go inside. It's not really a fear. It's more just I don't know, they make me feel like I'm official or something. What's going on, Rinkies? Good to see you. Hope you enjoyed that dirt you won the last week or the week before. Whenever it was. It was a couple weeks back. Yeah. My beanie, my Dig Daddy beanie. This is Dig Daddy, by the way. Don't people keep saying, "Ooh, Daredevil." What the fuck you talking? This is Dig Daddy. DD. Read it. Daredevil. Daredevil. I don't know what they're talking about. But it's cool. On the other side, there's a Punisher one. So, you know, it's Punisher and Dig Daddy. Oh, shit. My pocket's ringing at me. Dr. Dig Daddy, yeah. I don't know exactly what I specialize in, but the doctor is in. Doctor of Dirt. Dr. Sluice. Now, I think somebody already got that one, Dr. Sluice. I'll have to look that one up. I'll flip it to the Punisher side when I'm in a bad mood. I'm aggressive and tear it up. Man, what the hell? All right, my phone's letting me know that I'm online. Good to know. What's going on, John? Good to see you. B Greenie, you as well. Good to see you. Anybody else that I missed, I apologize. Jose Garcia, what's going on? I think I already said hi, but if not, what's going on? GS. The Orderways, Carl and Aaron. All right. So, did you guys catch the review yesterday? What'd you guys think of that one? The Vultures. Cacao. Had a pretty good time going through that dirt. Wasn't too bad. A lot of dirt wasted though, man. Like half of that pay dirt I could have just thrown out the window. But all good. The intro. Yeah, I try to have a little fun with it. Get my acting skills on for a couple seconds. Yeah, no, I can't complain about the gold that I found in there. Not at all. Not at all. But I kind of wish they would put more fine gold in there because there's so much small material and there's no gold in the small material. So it's like, what the hell am I doing here? Wizard Street Racing. Who's the new seller? G&S Gold Pay Dirt? Are they pretty good? Have you checked them out? I need to find some new dirts to run. I'm super low. That's why I did the Vultures, because like I ran out of shit to run. So it's like, oh man, what do I got? I got a Vultures and a Belmont. Next week, I'm going to do the Belmont. I got a couple bags on the way from some places. I forgot where I ordered from. But I got a few bags on the way, so I'll have something to do. Awesome, Bronx. Good to have you here, man. Yeah, Derek, it was a 5-pound bag. That's what I'm saying. Like, they could have given me half as much material, the same amount of gold, and it would have been, I would say that would be perfect, right? But I even still, I would like if they would give smaller gold, like below 40 or below 20 mesh. You rarely are going to find any of that below 20 mesh. The Dragon's Hoard's all sold out. All of that's gone. Well, it's not all gone. I have most of the stuff to make some more. And, yeah, maybe I'm going to have to make some more. I keep hearing, where's that Dragon's Hoard? Where's that Dragon's Hoard? I'm gonna have to dig back in. I got some lava. I got a bucket over here labeled lava. And, basically, that's the core. The core aggregate for the Dragon's Hoard. So I got enough for, maybe a few more bags before I have to start crushing more lava. Yes, thank you, Josh Ortiz, man. I forgot. Another thing I forgot to say when I first got on, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, I don't know how the hell you found this shit, but subscribe while you're here. And on the top of the chat, you'll notice there's a link. Click that shit, leave a comment, and you might win something. A little something something, as we always give away a little something something every Monday. A little something something. But the other thing I gotta get, which I'm super low on, is that shiny. This is all I got. Or this is all that I'm gonna get ready, like give up. You know, that's not enough to really make a whole bunch of bags. So that's the main qualifier for when I make pay dirt. I have to have enough gold that I can make a few bags and make it worth the time. Because I get the gold for the pay dirt from the pay dirt that I review. And I just made a bunch of bags of the monthly bags. What the hell do they call them? The lunch bags. The 20 sacks. I just made a bunch of those, you know. Burned through all my gold. Oh, Miller, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Take some whatevers. Hope you start feeling better. One of them salon paws. Get like 4 of them. You won't even be able to feel your feet. But so yeah, I gotta get some more gold. I gotta. Yeah, man, that's how I deal with all my body pains, and I've got a couple. You know, I just smoke a lot. Today, we went and picked up. It's called Breathworks Hybrid. And it looks like that. Don't focus on me. Focus on the wheat. There we go. Fire, fire. Right. So you'll know that's why I'm just kind of this evening. And that's why I kept hitting the herbal. That's why I kept smoking that bullwhip there. I kept repacking it in my brain. I'm just like, all right, let's light it up. All right. Ah, no, that was for my intro. Pack another one. Oh, damn it. Did it again. Did it like 3 times. I finally just put it away. It was like, oh, man. I give up. Kind of. I had some tequila last night. Now, I don't usually drink tequila straight up anymore. But margaritas, man. I'll chug some margaritas all night long. That stuff is good. Num num. Give me some. Well, just don't go outside. Just stay inside if you get paranoid. Close all the windows. I always get paranoid too. Like it's dark in my backyard, so I don't like looking outside there at night when I've been smoking. Start thinking all the stuff that I can't see. It's like, I used to live out in front of an orchard. Now think about that. Getting smoked and just like sitting on the back porch staring out at rows of trees at nighttime when it's bright nighttime, like when the moon is out and everything's kind of lit up, but not really because it's all shadowy because it's just rows and rows of trees. And then you see little people running across back and forth and you think, oh shit, am I going to have time to get inside before they get over here? And you just start staring and you realize that, oh no, those aren't people, those are just freaking shadows and stuff. And then you laugh. And then you realize you're an idiot and go inside. So, yeah. But it's good times. Good times indeed. Good times had by all, am I right? But if you do get anxiety, you should either switch to a different strain. I'm sure there's a strain for everybody, right? Just find the one that's for you. Whether it be an indica or sativa or something in the middle. Ease into it. The problem is like weed nowadays, it ain't no joke. Like back when I was like young and first started smoking, like you would get some shitty weed, right? You get some shit from Mexico that was stomped down in little bricks. Um, but yeah, some low, like I said, there's something for everybody, low THC. But like you would get some bricky shit that would explode. Yeah, the Mexican brick weed that came across in somebody's gas tank. Sometimes it would smell like that. You light it and it stays on fire. It's all bad. Anyways. So like, when you're introduced to weed that's like that, compared to what you get, now you go to the store and get shit that's like this stuff. This is what 27.6%. That's unheard of, right? Back in the day, they wouldn't. They had swag, dirt, and green. That's what you got, and whatever you got, it was in one of those 3. Yeah, Bammer would be swag. Right, yeah, there'd be little slang for all of those, but you'd have those three basic levels, right? Yeah, the shitweed, the stuff that was okay but not like great. That was the staple right there. That's what you'd look for, because you're broke and you only got like $20 and shit. But and then there'd be those times when you'd splurge and you'd get the bomb, the chronic. That was the good stuff. Now everything's the chronic. Now it's just like fuck. You have to go out of your way to get shit weed now. If you go to like one of the weed stores, you have to go in there and be like, "Hey, what is the shittiest shit you got? Like, I want the bammerous ass weed you have." And then they'll be like, "What the fuck? Here it is, right here." And it's still pretty all right. But I digress. This is a gold prospecting channel, not a weed prospecting channel. So, speaking of the subject that we're all here for, I apologize to the 24 of you who just put up with my spiel about marijuana. Skookum, thank you for the donation, $10. Oh, and I also want to say thank you to James, and I apologize if I say the name wrong, Fioka, new Patreon, $5 a month. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for joining up with us. You joined up like 10 minutes after the stream or like of last week, so I didn't get to holler out at you last week, but just want to say thank you for joining up with us, and you rock, brother. If you're online here with us tonight, I hope you are. But if not, I hope I catch you on the replay. All right. Man, now I got everybody on the weed talk. I see it in chat now. Everybody's just talking about their favorite herbs. Skunk, Northern Lights. Yeah, a lot of that stuff is extinct now because it's been bred out of existence and crossbred, and now it's just like, now they just make, I think they just make up names at this point, you know? They try to keep it something familiar, but who knows, man? Do you guys have certified weed strain testers at your house? I sure as hell don't. So, I mean, as long as it's good and it tastes cool, I'm on it. Acid? Yeah, dude. No more, man. I can't touch that stuff. I would go... I remember one time I was in... fuck, this is going to wind up being a drug stream. You guys are going to get me demonetized. Y'all are going to get me demonetized before I even get monetized. That's what's going to happen here. But, alright, let's do this. So, this one time, I was in, like, high school, right? And I was in art class. And fuck, dude... of course, you know, of any class that you're going to dose, art's the one, right? So, I want to say it was either Pink Sunshines or Microdots. I don't remember, but we wound up watching, like, Snow White or some shit. And it was just freaking ridiculous. And so I'm like... hopping around the room, being an idiot, and I'm just swinging my arms, because, you know, why not? And then I smack my finger, and I just shave off the top of my finger on the edge of a table. And I'm just like, oh, shit. You don't feel a damn thing. But you're just like, oh, shit. So I go over to the teacher, and I'm like, hey, teacher, I think I'm going to need a Band-Aid. I just hit my finger on the desk. And so she looks at me and she's like, oh, go to the office. I was like, all right, peace. Took off, went to the office, gave me a Band-Aid, and you might be able to see the scar. You can probably see the scar a little bit right there. Don't do acid, kids. Drugs are bad, okay? Don't do drugs. If there's any kids on here, why are your parents letting you watch this stream? This is not a child-friendly... This is an educational stream, but it is not a child-friendly educational stream. Oh, you know what I should probably do? Be a good idea. Plug the laptop in. There we go. Right, no, I was tripping balls, and then I had to go to the office and explain to them why, you know, that I needed a Band-Aid, why I needed one. It was tough, man. If anything, that performance that I got through that day should have been the litmus whether I passed high school or not. Just saying, man. There's things you learn and you learn to deal with that are more important than fucking Snow White in art class. But don't do drugs. Learn from my mistakes. Or learn from my learnings. Man, I hope my kid doesn't watch this stream. Jesus. So anyways, gold. How's gold doing this week? Has anybody checked? It's been in the 1700s. Let's change up the subject matter here. Let's go see how gold is doing this week. Boom. I think this is last week. I don't know. Maybe the computer reset. So we're going to refresh this screen. Last week, maybe this week, it was $17.38 and 95 cents. Today, we are looking at $17.36 and 76 cents. So there's been about not a bit of change, which is all right. A stable gold market is a stable thing, and a good thing that it is. So, no problems with that. I'm happy to see that. Right there, because that means, you know, you don't have to worry about, oh, how much is my pay dirt going to cost me this week? Is it going to be $5 more for that 10 cents more of gold that I get? Or, you know, it never seems to go back down. Nah, that's bullshit. Most of the vendors are pretty good about it. Some of them, they take advantage of it, though, and they bring those prices up. And then the prices kind of work their way back down, but never quite as fast as the gold does. But you also got to appreciate when they bought their gold, it was for however much it was, and they got to make their money back too. So, is what it is. Part of this hobby is not necessarily getting 100% gold return. If you want that, go buy a gold. You know what I'm saying? But if you want an experience, that's why we buy pay dirt. Yeah. What's going on, Julie? Good to see you. How are you doing? We've just been hanging out talking about, you know, life in the old days, misfits and delinquents. Reg Lab, how's it going? 3 cheers. 3 cheers, 3 beers, and take a puff and pass it around. But don't pass it around. Everybody bring your own and keep 6 feet away because we're still social distancing. We're still keeping that bubble around us. I interviewed with this one place last week. It was I won't say their name, but I asked them, I was like, so what are you guys doing in the office there, you know, for the whole social distancing and all that? And he's like, well, we have alarms. You check out little personal space alarms, and if somebody else who has one of these on gets too close to you, I guess it lets you know. Beep, 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 you're too close, fuck off. And that lets you know, hey, buddy, you're in my bubble. You got to back off my bubble. So everybody can keep their space without infringing upon each other. I thought that was a really interesting thing. I don't know if it has a little voice chat with such a pathetic voice, but because they haven't called me back, so I don't know whether I'm going to work there or not. But I just thought it was interesting that they have little personal space alarms that if you're there, you have to have on, and you can't cross into anybody's space. Let's cook 'em. Booyah. It was just interesting to me that, you know, what some places are doing so that people can keep that distance from each other. It's just really weird. Like at Amazon, my former employer, they had thermal cameras. Like you come into the building, they have a big screen over here that has a thermal take of you. And if you look hot, not like hot, but, you know, physically body hot, they would stop you and be like, hey, we got to check you. And then they do a temperature check on you to see if you have a fever or something. And if you have a fever and all that, you're over a certain temperature, they say, get the hell out. But it was weird. Did I get the message from Gold Bay? Yeah, they're doing a clearance sale, and everything is for sale. They are selling pay dirt on their site, and you can definitely buy it from them. If there is a huge discount, I can't say. I didn't really track their prices yesterday versus today. But, you know, the prices all look good. I was on there earlier today because, again, I'm looking for some dirt. And I was on there and saw that they have dirt, and it looks to be about the price that I would pay for those kinds of dirts. Somebody say HD is here. What's going on, HD? Good to see you. Again, anybody else that I might have missed, I apologize, but it is good to see everybody who is tuning in tonight. Always good to see everybody here hanging out, chillaxing with Big Daddy on a Monday night. Everybody gets a shovel, huh? It's a dig. I got to get out to the river, man. I know I shouldn't, and I will absolutely feel it the next day, if not later that same day. But man, I really want to get out to the river and swing a shovel around and find some natural gold, you know. I know, man. I want to host something. Like I'm realizing there's a lot of people around here, and I want to host something. But I don't want to get too close to anybody. So what we need to all do is pitch in and get some of those personal bubble things, right? And we'll get masks. Or I thought, let's take it up another notch, and we'll all have like those see-through riot shields, right? So we can just like, we'll still wear masks because that's the right thing to do. But we'll hold riot shields, clear ones, and then that way, you know, it's a moving bubble. It moves with you. But we'll still have the little beeper things to let people know, hey, you know, even and you can use the shield to push people away, right? What do you guys think? I think we can make this work. It'll be the most antisocial social ever. No, I know you guys have invited me out, but like with all the whole everything this last year, anytime I've been invited, like it wasn't gonna happen because like the whole COVID thing, I'm not fucking around. No offense, no nothing, but I don't want to worry about where anybody's been, who they've ran into, or any of that shit. But bubble boy prospecting, right? But now that there's like an actual vaccine out there and all that, maybe I'll get it once I'm allowed to, you know, when my number comes up. And then I'll feel more comfortable going back out there and all that shit. No, man, you just cut a little hole for the pipe, but with a little silicone gasket, and you can just like push it against it to open the gasket and light it up. I'm telling you, this is something you can do. I got the herd immunity out here in the shed from the COVIDs. It ain't happening here, man. I mean, I go out, you know, I went out just, was it today? To pick up my herb. So I go to the weed store, we go to the store, we went to Costco yesterday. But, like, I don't spend a lot of time interacting with, like, people outside of my immediate family too much. Like, not. Aside from, you know, right here, you know, through the interwebs. Keep everybody through the digital. So if you guys have antivirus on your computers, we're all good. I mean, yeah, doesn't that bring everybody together? Wouldn't that be nice too? If you just, nah, actually, you know what? I wouldn't want to get Costco herb because I want to switch my flavors too frequently. And if you go and get it at Costco, you're gonna have to buy like a pound at a time, right? That's not going to work. I mean, maybe it'll work if you have bonfires. But that's a lot of herb. I don't know if I can go through that much in like a short amount of time. I guess though you could just make like a dispenser case in your house, you know, like a wine rack, but a weed rack. And it'd all be airtight so everything stays fresh. Right? You could just you have cookouts, you'd have smokeouts. All the adults in the neighborhood who are cool and herb, they all come down and they roll their own joints because that's the new way. Like if people are gonna smoke together, everybody's just gonna have to either bring their own pipe or roll their own joints. There's no more passing around. We got to stop that. Everybody bring their own J's, and that's good. I think maybe you could trade J's if maybe. I don't know. You got to. There's a new way, a new system. I don't know, but I just bring my own. Where do they give you tickets at, man? You got to get out of that state, or you got to vote to make sure that they don't do that. Anyway, do you guys see my Instagram? You guys check that out? I got these polychrome jaspers, also known as desert jaspers. Look at these things, man. These are amazing. Super shiny. Those are going to be going out in next month's pay dirt. The 20 sacks. That's cool. VA is decriminalized. Check this one out. This one's so polished I can barely hold on to it. Check this one out. This one's freaking sick. This one kind of looks like a shark's tooth almost. But pretty sick. Pretty sweet. Like I said, I got a whole thing of them, right? And speaking of that, here. Speaking of that, down here for tonight's giveaway, I got some of that Liberty pay dirt, and in there I have a little samplery of one of those desert jaspers, polished up, and that'll go out to somebody tonight in them sloppy seconds once we get to sluicing. And since I got that up on the screen, and it's about that time anyways, what do you guys say we get down with a little bit of sluicing and find us some shiny. Now, if you want to get in on this, you got to make sure to go to that video that's linked up top of the chat and comment. Be like, what up, Dig Daddy? You the man? Handsome ass dude. And make sure you do that. And maybe at the end of the night here, you will win yourself a little bit of pay dirt that we like to call them sloppy seconds. For now, let's hop over to the sluice. What up? Fire this baby up. Derek, Walking Dead. Listen, I'm going to be 100% honest. I've never seen an entire episode of The Walking Dead. However, I used to get loot crates, and 1 month the loot crate was this sweet Negan shirt. And it's funny because I got so many dirty looks after that episode where he cracked Glenn's skull. I haven't seen that episode either, but I know. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like one of those things everybody knows about. But there we go. But anyways, people would be like, "Oh, that's messed up. I like your shirt." they'd be so upset, but they love the shirt because, I mean, how can you not? Anyways, tonight's dirt is brought to you by me by way of the Roaring Camp. I picked up a bunch of this stuff on the Dirt of the Month, and you know the drill. How we do this. We'll go through it, find some gold, and give it to you. But if you want to check out their gold, their pay dirt, go to roaringcamp, blah, blah, blah.com. It is good stuff. I enjoy it. Go through a little cup of it. Carl keeps taking your wins. He's got a skill at these giveaways. Like, I don't know, man. I think he's probably a web programmer, and he just bought a bunch of websites about random comment generator things, and he just makes sure it defaults to him on anyone that's entered. He'll be winning giveaways that he didn't even put his name in on channels he doesn't even watch. The sex stone. It's not that big of a stone. Well, I mean, I don't know what you take, but it's a pretty small stone. I don't know, maybe it means virility. A little desert scene in there. I don't know if this camera picks it up very well. Ding! I mean, look, you might be creative. I don't know. No judgment, man. This is a safe zone. You do you. And maybe so. None just hacking it. Alright. Alright. But now if you win, it'll be all suspect, and we'll have to launch an investigation of some sort. I'm not sure who called it. Maybe there's like a YouTube police or something. But you need to investigate this gaw. I call shenanigans. I need water. Now, you know, so did I. And I think I'm going to take a little bit of that. A little bit of that lovely stuff that Dylan sent me. I'm going to put this down the sluice as well. And see if there's any finds that somebody might get from that. A little scoopy scoop. This stuff's been really rich and nice. So I'll share a little bit of that with you guys tonight. Gotta run it nice and slow, otherwise it will clog up the sluice. This stuff's heavy, heavy garnets. It's Nome Beach sand right here. All right. So I got like, I think one bag of the hunger left. I gotta tumble some more appetite for that. That takes a little bit of time. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna have another hunger round of it this time. I might have to wait on that one. And I'm definitely seeing some nice gold over there in here. Wish I could show you guys, but these cameras just don't pick it up very well. But what will pick it up is the other camera when I put it on there. So let's pan this out. Put our pan in its place. Some agua, clean water. A little bit of that jet dreezy. Finish. All right. That out of the way. All right. There are a few really nice pieces of gold in here. What is that? A rock. Let's pan this out. I'm stoked. Yes, thank you, Carl. Everybody hit that like button. 5 likes and 29 people watching. That hurts my feeling. The one in the tooth right there just hurts it. You guys can, while you're watching me pan, hit that like button. Give me that thumbs up for that affirmation that I so do crave. Lets me know that it's all worth living. Like and subscribe. That sluice right there is your standard 16-inch sluice. Well, I know it's very much not standard, but it's got the standard size mat in there, the 16 by 6 for the Dream mat, which is intended for a 24-inch sluice. But this particular setup lends itself well because it's more of a high banker configuration than anything else. It's a baby high banker. The dirt, you ask? This is a combination of Roaring Camp's Dirt of the Month. There's about a cup of that. And there is some dirt here that I got from Miller Prospecting. Dylan over there sent me a care package of some awesome Nome pay dirt. And so I poured a little bit of that down the sluice as well, because it's had a really nice amount of fine gold that I found in there. And so I'm going to share that with you guys tonight. because that's just the kind of guy I am. It's the West Coast, right? Alaska's still considered West Coast, isn't it? Or is it its own coast? Is that the Arctic coast? I like to think of Alaska as West Coast, at least at heart. So I ordered a gold claw. Thought I'd share that with you guys. I feel like I'm cheating on my pan by ordering it, but figured I could check it out. It's a small one. I got the small one, not the big one. And give it a go. See how well it does clean up. I see some of the guys having pretty good success with it, like GS Prospecting. He has one. So I've been wanting to check one out for a while. I did wind up getting a turbo pan once upon a time. This useless thing. I got the small one because I'm stupid and didn't think of how the whole thing works. It looked good in the floaty gold. It looked good in the videos of the people who like make it, but it just seemed like you needed way too much room to really be effective with it. That's what I get. Put fine gold in there, and the fine gold wants to float. But I'm also considering, and the only reason I get the gold claw is because I have a realization that at some point this pan is going to no longer function, or I'm going to lose it, or something. And I'm under no illusion that that's not going to be the case. So I want to find something to replace it before I need it to be replaced. And so I'm thinking I'll try the gold claw out, see if I like it. Because it has a lot of the features that this have, like the very steep angled riffles. Right, that's what I'm seeing, because I saw a lot of people who they get it and they're just like, the first time out, I don't like it because it doesn't work right. But then they keep using it and it's not too bad. So I'll give it a shot. It's like 14 bucks. So anything, I'm not out. If I really don't like it, maybe I'll give it away to somebody. Pass on my pain. Maybe I should do the same thing with that turbo claw. Or turbo pan. Turbo claw. That shit's in my head. Wolverine. Alright. So as I do like to say, there's your gold, baby. You probably can't even see it though, but it's there. You gotta trust me. It's pretty. Let's sucker it up, give it the torch, and weigh it up. Find out who the winner's gonna be. Who's gonna get this chunky chunk? A couple nice chunks of gold in here, and a lot of fine gold from the, well, probably from all of it, because the Roaring Camp is natural pay dirt and has a lot of little fine gold in it, as well as this gnome pay dirt is all fine gold. The turbo pan design in general, to me, it needs a lot of room to work. And I do a lot of my stuff here in this space, right? So I don't have a lot of like room to swirl it around and do all that stuff. So it just never worked well for me. Now, like I say, it may work well for somebody else who uses it out in the river or something, more room. It's kind of like one of those Batea pans, right? They're really big, and you got to have the room to use it right. Otherwise, it doesn't perform well. So it may not be the pan itself. For me, it just didn't work. Yeah, I guess the banjo pan could be all right, but I think the banjo pan is more of a gimmick than anything else. Like, people try to go too far away from the pan concept, right? And they want to turn the pan into a sluice. Well, the pan's not a sluice; it's a pan. So if you want to use it like a sluice, go run it through a sluice, because a sluice is already something that does its job pretty good. Right product for the right job, you know? Because at the end of it, I mean, if you're using your pan like a sluice, when you got your concentrates on that little mat, like places where you can't sluice, I could see that. I can totally accept that concept if it's a product to get around legislation. Um, if that's the intention of it, then yeah, no, I'm following you, bro. If that's the intent of the design, then by all means, it's not too bad. Um, but I just don't think, does it really move enough material to make it better than just running a nice big nice big pan like a Garrett Super Sluice, or if you're blessed enough to have something like this guy, um, or something like that, that's gonna, if you know how to use it, you're gonna be able to break down your pay dirt just as quick anyways. So I think maybe it's more of a gimmick or a very situational tool. Right, it's not a finishing device. And to me, if I'm gonna have something like that I gotta work like that anyways, why not just have it in the finishing device that is gonna finish it up anyways? One-stop shop. But I wonder how the classification of you've seen those modified ones, right? Where they take Super Sluice and one of the Garrett classifiers and a bunch of other stuff, and they turn it into kind of like a high banker. I forgot what they call it, but there's somebody who does that. And I wonder what that winds up being classified, since it's all made out of pans and shit. Yeah, no, it is definitely fun to try new things. I don't discount that at all. I mean, if you look in the background of my shed here, I've got all sorts of toys that I never use. Yeah, like I say, it can have its, even those, what do they call them? Here, let me you guys are staring at my sleuth or my pan when you could be staring at me and Negan. All right. So everything has its place, right? You know, the banjo pan, the nugget bucket. Have you seen that one where you kind of shovel your stuff into the bucket and there's this whole funnely system in there? I could see that also having its place. For the people who are less strong, you know, maybe they got tendonitis, something real bad, and they can't do the panning. I could see how that could be a beneficial tool. But I don't know. I'll have to see, like you say, I'll have to see a demo of it. I usually walk past that demo because the pan, usually those guys are, they're pushing the gold cube more than anything else. And the banjo pan's just kind of sitting over on the side. So They don't really do a whole good job of demoing it or anything. Do they lose a lot of gold, Hippie? That's a bummer. Anything that loses your gold, that's not worth it. Because if you're going to put in the backbreaking effort to put shovels in anything, you want to catch everything. You do not want to lose your gold. Wasted effort. One of my buddies, he says he has one and it works pretty well. And oh, hey, Julie, thank you for the donation. I just noticed that. I just came over back to this screen and just seen it. Thank you for your donation. You are awesome. Well, my buddy, he's in California, and I get, their regulations out there are all out of whack, and so you got to use what you can use. And he says that bucket works great for him. But I don't know. I love my little pan there. See, it's one of those things that's very particular about it working correctly. And, out in the field, out at the river, there's not a lot of level ground. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of boulders, there's a lot of rocks, there's a lot of bullshit. And if you gotta get, your stuff level for your sluice box or your, well, I guess if you're using a nugget bucket, you're not using the sluice box. But, yeah, I mean, if you gotta tinker with it, or it's got to be very particular about how or where you're using it. Like, I don't know, man, that can get frustrating in itself. But yeah, I mean, if you can modify it and make it work better, then that's all right. But I don't know. Again, it's just one of those tools I feel like unless I can't use a pan, I'll just use a pan, especially my pan. Now, what I got to do with my pan is I got to take a mold of it, and so I can try to do a vacuum, like, what do they call them? A punt, I think they call it, or bunt or punt. I got to make one of those of my pan, so I can try doing a vacuum mold somewhere, and have them press out a few of those for me in case that one ever goes shit up. I'll have something to replace it with. And the nice thing is, the way I'll do it is it'll already be broken in because I got all my scratches that are already there. Sweet, sweet. Y'all check out Black Mass Pay Dirts. He's got a bags for sale. And you can get a cool bonus gram. So go check that out. Yeah, no, I know Vendetta does this stuff. Yeah, either plaster or I was thinking a silicone, like a silicone mold. And then that way I can just trim it to the size roughly a little bit larger than what I need. And maybe it'll hold up better. I don't know. Maybe plaster would be better. I don't know. Somebody can probably advise me on that process so I don't screw it up. Possibly. It is very possible. I get a lot of emails. Oh, yes. Yes, I did get the email. Thank you. And I actually meant to say something. Miners Depot has just launched their YouTube channel, so you can check out all the cool shit they're doing out there at their mine. So you guys should absolutely check that out. It's Skookum Gold Camp right there. Man, I wish I had the email on this computer. So I don't email on this computer. Maybe I can type it in. Man, that's a lot of words and stuff. Y-O-U-T. Yeah, no, I got the email, and I meant to mention it here on the stream tonight. Is it this account, the Skookum Gold Camp? There we go. All right, I got you. I got you. All right, guys. Skookum Gold Camp is our good friends over there at Miners Depot. Blake has shared with us his YouTube channel. Posted a link there for you guys, so go check that out. You can follow their adventures up there in Alaska at the gold mine, where they're going to be shipping dirt from. So you can see exactly where your gold and your pay dirt is coming from. Some real Alaskan mining operation going on up there. So check it out. Check it out. Sub their channel. And if you know anybody who needs to sub channels, send them my way too, because I need to get that last 20-something subs, because we're almost at 500. We're so freaking close, man. We're so freaking close. So let's make that push. Share my channel, but also go check out Skookum's channel, and go check out Black Mass Pay Dirts and pick up some of his pay dirt, and go check out, you know what, fucking buy everybody's pay dirt. Everybody who sells pay dirt around here, speak up, and everybody who's looking for pay dirt, go to them, because everybody's cool here, man. It's a safe place. But for now, let's go see. Let's go over here. And we're upside down. So we're gonna turn it this way. Whoa, we're dizzy. Hope you guys don't get motion sickness. Woohoo! Fuck it. All right. We got a scale. We got a tray. I don't know if you can read that, but hello. Gold is chilled. And let's see what we wound up with. Nice. 0.104 grams of gold is what we got out of that little cup of dirt, along with that little cup of sand that we threw in there from Nome. That was courtesy of Miller Prospecting. The pay dirt came from Roaring Camp, so if you guys want to check that out, go check out their website. Really great people over there with some really good pay dirt. Subscribe, get yourself some. But that's going to go in there for that sloppy second. So I hope if you're interested in getting some of this and bringing it home tonight, 1/10 of a gram of gold. You know what? I got stuff up here, so let's sweeten this dirt up. Who loves garnet? Everybody loves garnet. There's some garnet for you. And tourmalines are up here opening stuff, so you know what? We'll throw some tourmalines in there as well. Some little black nuggets of gems. The pay dirt underneath comes from Liberty. That's what they're digging up out there. And as always, I want to throw more stuff in. I've always got the urge to throw more stuff, because why the hell not? For stuff on my counter, let's get rid of it. So a couple of gems from the old tumble bag. Throw those in there as well to go along with that. Rose quartz. Rose quartz is nice. Boom, big old chunk. All right. Whew. Sub stuff. Do stuff. comment on the comment video. You get some gold, you get some dirt, you get some gems. As a thank you for hanging out with me here on your Monday night with my foul mouth, pot smoking ass. Back to me. All right. Now, I hope everybody has done the deed and commented on the comment video, because it is about that time. And the thing is first I need to go get a link to the comment video for myself so I can put it on the thing. And alright, so here we go. This is the comment page, the video picker. We're back to this blue page one just because it was good. We're going to filter duplicates, no replies, exclude blacklist users. I don't have any. You guys are all cool. We don't got any punks hanging out. Boom, let's get some comments. 20, man, this is really small. Can you guys read that, or am I just old? There we go, 29 comments. Let's do this. Spin it. And tonight's winner is going to be HD Shovelhead. Here to lurk and listen to the chat. Well, guess what, brother? You also won yourself a little bit of pay dirt. So, I'm going to need that address. Let me get you my email so you can share that with me. I'm pretty sure I already got it somewhere, but never hurts to make sure. Dig Daddy at backyardprospecting.com. Shoot me over that address, and I'll shoot you over this pay dirt. Hell yeah, congratulations. So everybody else, sorry. There can only be one each. Well, sometimes, I mean, there can be more than one, but this week there is only one. So for your next chance, tune in next time. Next week we'll do it again as we do every week. Congratulations to HD. You rock. Everybody else, you all also rock for hanging out with me here on the Monday night, as always. Much appreciate all of you guys, donators, watchers, lurkers, and everybody in between. At some point here, we'll do a get together. I promise that. This year, we'll definitely get our shovels into the ground and find us some shiny out there. For those of you who are, in the area and stuff, otherwise, you're going to have to take a plane, or I'm going to fly somewhere. I don't want to fly anywhere. So either which way, we'll see what's up. The rest of you guys, thank you for hanging out. This is Dig Daddy. I'm going to sign out here. And if I don't see y'all out at the rivers, I catch you in the backyard. Peace.